Hey guys, welcome back from the break. Joined in studio today by Las Vegas Showgirls head football coach Dion Lee. Dion, thanks so much for coming in.
No problem at all. Game on.
Game on. We're all the way in the spirit here.
Yes.
Let's talk about football in general, the differences between coaching females and coaching males.
The difference is that you really have to be a great fundamental coach. It's like starting all over again as a coach teaching Part 1 of football, but the acceleration rate of the ladies are a lot faster due to the fact that they're older and mature and they can understand a lot faster than an 8 to 10-year-old.
Obviously a unique situation coaching ladies. How did you get involved?
I got involved about in 2005. I had a friend of mine who owned a team in LA called the LA Amazons. He wanted me to invest in his team. I was moving out here to Vegas and I told him no, I'm going to start my own team.
Obviously, we talked a little bit about beforehand. What's your background in football? How did you get going in football itself?
Believe it or not, I am an ex-football player, Cal State Long Beach, go 49ers,
There you go.
which was a rival of UNLV at one point in time. Back in 88 through 91, I was coached by George Allen, a Hall of Famer. And I've just been involved in football ever since. I'm a son of a coach, been in the film room since the age of 4.
Now the Showgirls, let's get back on track with them.
Okay.
Off-season's over. You guys are prepping for some games now.
Yes, we actually started up our league. We're in the Women's Football Alliance. There's 65 teams nationwide. We play an 8-game regular season schedule. We just had our first away game, league game last week. We actually lost, but we are on track to be on the playoffs. We have a game this coming 13th and the 20th, home games, over at Western High School.
Western High School is the venue where you guys play.
Yes.
Now, the 65 different teams around the nation, you guys only play 8 games. Where do you travel?
We travel as far northwest as Seattle. We go as far north as Salt Lake City.
Okay.
And down to Phoenix, Arizona, and then of course San Diego.
So you guys have a lot of different traveling destinations.
Yes,
the patterns.
yes.
Do they change every year?
It changes every year depending on new teams, old teams, who comes in the league, and how can we regionalize everything.
And then how does it work with the playoffs? Obviously having 65 teams, there's a ton of different teams that can vie for a playoff spot. How does that whole system work?
Well, there's 14 different divisions or areas.
Okay.
You have to win your division in order to make the playoffs, and then there's wild cards. So in this opportunity, we'll play against Utah.
Oh, very nice.
The winner of our league will wind up playing a Southern California team.
Okay.
So it's regionally based.
Right. So then you guys, obviously having your home games coming up, after that you hit the road again for a couple stretches of road games, or do you guys have back-to-backs, usually road, home?
We do, it fluctuates, but
Okay.
right now we have two home games, and then we hit the road 2 more times. Then we have another home game on May 11th and then June 1st. So it kind of stretches out with a couple buys in between as well. It's over a 10-week period having 8 games. So we have 2 buys in between.
Let's get into strategy now. What type of strategy do you insert into the game plan each and every week going in?
It all depends on who makes it to practice. Our basic philosophy is we're a run and shoot type of offense, spread option. We do have some power running backs. Shamika Finks is one of the best running backs in the league. We have Kerry Walters, who's probably one of the best receivers in women's football of all times. It's just a matter of getting the right quarterback in the spot to make it happen. And if a quarterback is not able to throw, then we have to use our running game.
Right.
I like to be multi-dimensioned.
Now, how do the ladies get involved with you guys? How do they come into the Showgirls organization?
Well, believe it or not, a lot of them are ex-collegiate athletes, track, tennis, volleyball, basketball players who want to compete when they come home from whatever university they are or went to here at UNLV, and they still had a competitive edge and want to compete. And now to be able to play a sport that they've always grown up watching, now they get to play it, and they just fall in love with it. We work a 365-day-a-year program where we're running, lifting weights, doing football drills.
Final question for you, Dion. What's your favorite part about being a part of the Showgirls organization and coaching the fine women on the team?
Getting the aha button, when the girl finally got it. We worked all season long to get it, and then she got that aha. That's when I know I'm doing my job as a coach.
Perfect. Dion, thank you so much for coming in the studio and joining us today, and best of luck to you on
you.
your 2 home games coming up. That's it for this segment, but stay tuned. More Game On right after the break.